Hey guys, want to show your support to the channel and get some awesome rewards at the same time? Then go check out my Patreon page where at whatever tier you choose that fits your budget, you'll get plenty of rewards such as updates and announcements on the regular, exclusive sneak peeks of my videos before they go up online, get yourself credited, and receive a special shout out at the end of my videos and more. Go to patreon.com/AckleyAttack44227TV to start pledging today. And don't forget to also check out and consider gifting me any items I have listed on my Amazon wishlist and even supporting me on my Streamlabs tipping page that'll also help support the channel directly. Links are in the description box below as well as on my link tree for you to check out. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Take care.
Man, I can't believe it's been 10 long years since I first got used my very first one, and look at where I'm at right now. Man, it feels so great. Yeah, I think it's actually quite clear on, of course, what we're going for with, of course, this one, and you can definitely see why I actually pulled out my old Ash Ketchum cosplay. Alright, now I'll go ahead and put you back in there if I can. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that should do it. So anyways, hey guys, this is SamAttack4427 here with a very special video for all of you guys, and well, I guess if you couldn't tell, right now, probably by the time when this video goes live for sure. And I guess given to the title of course, that said video, I think it would pretty much get you the idea, of course, what we're going to be in for with today's video for sure. But in case you're actually quite curious, pretty much for today, when this video goes live, is officially April the 18th, 2025. Now, some of you may think it's just a regular old Friday as normal, but there's actually more to it than just that. On this exact date, 10 years ago, I not only went to my fourth convention that I've been to, which was, of course, TorCon up in Rochester, to which, yeah, was definitely my fourth convention that I've actually been to, with, of course, Anime Syracuse, Retro GameCon, and Anime Boston that I've been to prior. But also, surprisingly enough, it was, of course, on this exact date, 10 years ago, I first dabbled into cosplay. Yeah. I think it's actually quite clear on why I'm actually talking about it in today's video for sure, so yeah, I guess it's actually quite clear that exactly 10 years ago, I first dabbled into, of course, my venture into, of course, cosplay for sure. To which, yeah, which definitely started out quite nice with, of course, my Ash Ketchum cosplay that I actually got off of eBay beforehand, so so yeah, I think it would pretty much get you the clear picture on, of course, what I'm actually talking about for sure, so yeah. I think it's hard to believe that it's been exactly 10 years since I've actually first dabbled into a cosplay for sure, and yeah, honestly, I think I never thought I would actually finally make it all the way to that milestone by far at this exact scale for sure. But I do have a good reason on why I think this is actually very well deserving to talk about in today's video for sure. Now, mean, it's actually quite clear that throughout my online presence beforehand, for sure, I honestly never thought that I would actually delve into this kind of territory if I ever want to expand on my online career, for sure. And I mean, it's actually quite clear that pretty much of anything. I think I know prior to, of course, going into, of course, cosplay, I've actually delved into, of course, my YouTube career beforehand, starting with, of course, pretty much making videos revolving around Thomas the Tank Engine for starters, and yeah, I think it's actually something that I've actually stuck with at the very beginning of my online career, for sure, but as time progresses later on down the road, I am starting to realize that maybe I don't think it's worthy enough for me to actually stick with for some time. I want to delve into, of course, other territories on that front to really expand on my online career, for sure. Excuse me, so yeah, like, of course, pretty much of anything, I first delved into, of course, reviews and stuff, starting with, of course, a family movie collaboration that I did on my second channel, for sure, and yeah, for a while, I guess early reactions were mixed at best. The view counts that they've been getting have been doing very well as we speak, so yeah, and of course, prior to, of course, going out to conventions, starting in 2013, for sure, and to which I know prior to that beforehand, I went to pretty much a few exhibitions and trade shows, for sure. I knew right away that I really want to delve into, of course, pretty much doing my own set of con vlogs, for sure, and well, I think given to what we're seeing right now, that currently involved into my pretty much my convention vlog series that I would put up, which is, of course, convention vlogs and highlights, and honestly, I'm really proud of course, on how well that's been going up, for sure, especially with, of course, some of the recent conventions I've actually been to for the past few years, for sure, and yeah, I think it's what I can say, of course, that front, and I guess for the sake of cosplay, for sure, honestly, that's something I've been wanting to dive into for some time, since after seeing a lot of people pretty much on social media and stuff actually pretty much do that kind of stuff, to which I was actually quite surprised that it was actually a thing, and not to mention for, of course, some of the recent conventions I've had, pretty much for some of the conventions I've actually been to around that time, I actually got the chance to actually see some in person, and I am really amazed on how well each and every one of them turned out, and I kind of figure, yeah, maybe I should delve into, of course, cosplay for myself, for sure, because I really want to try that, for sure, and yeah, and I think that didn't come about until right around early 2015, for sure. But I knew right away that if I ever want to delve into it right away, I figured TorCon of that year would be the perfect convention for me to try this out and actually see where it go from here, and yeah, honestly, I was a little nervous, of course, delving into it for the first time, for sure. But around the time the convention actually started rolling around and I was having a good time, I actually did start to get some really great compliments from plenty of people who were also at that said convention at that time for sure, and I was really amazed, of course, how well it actually did for sure. And I guess part of me, looking back, that part of me I wish I could have actually took a bit more time to actually pretty much take some baby steps in, of course, cosplay, and then work my way up for sure. To which, yeah, I think it's one thing I should have actually done for sure. But with what I've actually done at TorCon back in 2015, 10 years ago, first selling, of course, my Ash Ketchum cosplay for starters, gained some really great compliments and interactions from other cosplayers, as well as plenty of other regular attendees, pretty much who were at the convention at the time, to even get to perform at my very first cosplay contest. I was really quite thrilled that I finally got to try this out and get to exactly where I need to be for sure. Now that was, of course, a really good start for the most part, but it really didn't take off until a year later in 2016 when I tried the whole thing again over at TorCon of that year for sure, and yeah, for one, the outcome of that is pretty much the same as the following year, with, of course, some additions thrown into it. The outcome in it is actually much better for sure, so yeah, and one of the main highlights is, of course, why I actually performed my skit that I did 9 years ago, Ash Ketchum and the Annoying Narrator, and yeah, not only was it a massive improvement compared to the last skit that I did prior beforehand, but I was really quite thrilled that I actually took third place in the skit division of that said cosplay contest for sure, and yeah, I was really thrilled that I've actually finally made it to that said level for sure, and yeah, I guess I'd give it to what I've actually seen. I think it does show, of course, what I've actually got, and not to mention, finally set the standards, of course, on me, not just a regular old YouTuber or content creator, or just a basic entertainer in general, but I've also established myself that I really think being a cosplayer is, of course, another one of my specialities for sure, and yeah, honestly, I think with where I'm actually at right now for sure, I honestly think this is actually a really great experience by far. I mean, yeah, I think I know in the years since after I first started out doing cosplay for sure, I not only want to explore more of it for sure, but also put together some other ones that I actually did prior to it beforehand for sure. And of course, luckily enough, if you can see from the sleeve, that's where my Gender Bang Sailor Moon cosplay is. That was, of course, the very first time I actually made a cosplay by hand for sure, and honestly, I think with what I've actually done with that said cosplay for sure, I actually did learn some really great sewing techniques from, of course, my grandmother for sure, who really does have great experience sewing and stuff, particularly making some really nice quilts for sure, and I think, and let's not forget to mention, I think when it comes to costumes and stuff, I I did remember she actually did put together for me a really, really nice costume of course, Dash from The Incredibles for sure, and... and yeah, looking back on the hag when I was, when I first wore that when I was a kid, I was really quite thrilled on how it actually turned out for sure, and that was almost a really great foreshadowing, yeah, really great foreshadowing to, of course, what we've actually done with, of course, my gender-bent Sailor Moon cosplay, and yeah, and as time progresses, and of course, my lineup of conventions start to get bigger and bigger for sure, I realize it's not enough, and I really need to get myself into even more cosplays that I want to work on for sure, and and yeah, I think with, of course, what I've actually put together so far, I'm really amazed on how well it actually turned out for sure. Like, of course, since after delving into Ash and Sailor Moon for starters, pretty much it then worked my way up to, of course, pretty much all the different versions of course, my gender-bent version of Ruby Rose from Ruby, as well as, of course, the casual version of Mamoru Chiba, also from Sailor Moon. And yeah, I think it's pretty much what we delve into later on down the road as my cosplay lineup starts to expand when I start going to more conventions for sure. All the way up to, of course, right around late 2019 to early 2020. With, of course, my Miss Kobayashi cosplay, to which I did originally thought about doing it as a gender bang at first. But after thinking about it more and more, and since after watching Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid prior to that, I kind of figured maybe I think I would be better off cosplaying as the actual character herself, and and yeah. Honestly, I'm really quite thrilled on, of course, on how well it turned out for sure, and I guess it's actually no big surprise. I actually never delved into a crossplay for sure, though I guess pretty much prior to getting Miss Kobayashi, I actually had no idea what crossplay is for sure, until I did my research and I kind of figured, huh, so crossplay is actually kind of similar to cosplay, but someone from the, pretty much someone who is either male or female can actually dress up as someone from the opposite gender for sure. That I do think is actually quite amazing, and yeah, I think with, of course, what I've done with Miss Kobayashi, and I think it was actually a really great foreshadowing to when I would actually get my hands on Barbara from Genshin Impact that would finally set the tone, of course, my new battle plan when it comes to a cosplay, to which I'm currently doing nowadays for sure, and and let's not forget to mention, during the time of the pandemic for sure, even though I never actually delve into any conventions for sure, because, well, we all have to be stuck in our homes for the better for sure. It's not going to stop my cosplay career for sure, because I actually did get pretty much some more pretty much around that time for sure, and yeah, I was really quite thrilled, of course, the ones I've actually put together for sure, and it's not to mention around 2021, where I finally got my long-awaited cosplay show that I've always wanted to work on my channel for a long time. To which I've definitely said it has, of course, CGS, aka a Cosplayer's Guide to Success, and yeah, I think with what I've actually done with that said show for nearly 4 years now, yeah, I'm really quite thrilled that said show got me into, of course, delve into, of course, plenty of stuff revolving around cosplay for sure, and yeah, and of course, pretty much since 2022 and onwards, for sure, I kept the momentum going with, of course, where I'm actually at right now, for sure. With, of course, my Amber cosplay, yeah, with, of course, Amber from Genshin Impact, hitting all the way back here, all the way to where we are right now with Barbara's ballet practice outfit for sure, and let's not forget to mention, I even got plenty of materials and stuff that would, of course, help me out, of course, my future cosplays that I've always wanted to work on for sure, and yeah. And I knew pretty much since then, and ever since my big comeback to conventions right around in 2022, yeah. I knew right away that I'm actually am where I need to be right now, and I think with where I'm currently at as we speak, it really does show that I'm really growing as a cosplayer for sure, and I'm really proud of that, hands down. So yeah, and yeah. Honestly, to me, looking back on, of course, on what I've actually accomplished when I first started out 10 years ago, all the way to where I am right now, I couldn't imagine that I wouldn't be where I am right now if I never actually delved into a cosplay for sure. And I guess if anything, it really does make me happy all the way. This is practically the one thing that really is helping me establish, of course, who I am right now. And this is what God wants me to do. And I really am grateful for that, hands down. That is what I can say on that. And it's not just all those outfits I've actually put together, as well as, of course, going to some conventions in all those outfits for sure. But there's more to it than just that. I've made plenty of great friends who are also some really great cosplayers, whether it be on social media, or, of course, almost in the same area as, of course, where I am right now. But my popularity, as we speak, whether it be on pretty much on my online career and anywhere else, it has grown as of now. And I mean, like, really have grown for sure. Yeah. And I really do mean why I actually say it, because, well, I think with, of course, my cosplays that I would actually put up on, of course, all of my social media platforms, whether it be as pictures on my regular posts or some videos and stuff, whether it be long form or short form content that I would put up on either YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And I know the first part is actually quite interesting for me to say for sure, because, well, yeah, I think pretty much of anything, the short form videos that I've actually put up on my YouTube shorts on my channel is actually one of the main reasons on why my channel as of now is already having a massive boost in views and subscribers as we speak. And I can't help but feel grateful for that, and I sincerely want to say thank you so much for that. It really does mean a whole lot, so yeah. And not to mention, pretty much of anything, I actually I actually got to put together my media kit that I've been updating constantly for sure, all thanks to Luxurious Cosplay for helping me out and getting that organized for sure. But moreover, one of the conventions that I've been to a couple times now, Syracuse Collectors Con, I not only got the opportunity to actually be one of the co-hosts for the cosplay panel alongside Chris and Heather of CNY's Wonder Woman, but the following year, I really got the chance to actually be one of the judges for the cosplay contest alongside Heather of CNY's Wonder Woman again, as well as Zircon Momotaro with Chelly Pub hosting that said event for sure. And yeah, words cannot describe on how amazed I was that I actually made it that far for sure. And and yeah, I think with, of course, what I've actually said, that does show that my reputation as a cosplayer as of now is really growing and evolving as we speak, and I'm actually really happy for that, hands down. So yeah, I knew over the years, pretty much since I first started out, I guess pretty much my cosplays that I've actually put together, all the ones that you see right here, I couldn't imagine that I'd be where I am right now if it wasn't for all this for sure. And for that, I do want to keep on growing and evolving for sure. And I definitely want to delve into, of course, some new territory when it comes to a cosplay for sure. And yeah, I think it's what I can say on, of course, that front. And moreover, once I actually do get some things worked out, and especially for when I'll move out of my parents' place sometime pretty soon, I would definitely want to keep on making more cosplays for sure. I mean, let's really face it, currently as of now, I've already got several that I want to get off the ground for a long time now for sure. And and yeah, I know I don't want to keep them waiting for a long time now for sure. I really want to get all those going for sure. I mean, sure, yeah, it can be expensive, yes. But as long as, of course, I actually keep on growing and evolving and try out new stuff revolving around my cosplays, I know, hands down, that I'm definitely going to be in the right place to actually be with all the other ones that have actually put together such amazing cosplays and go out to conventions for sure. And that's what I hope to do later on down the road. And yeah, I think with, of course, what I've actually said, I would love to see that happen one day. So yeah. Whether it be me by myself or plenty of support from all of you guys, hands down, I know my cosplay career as of now, it's not going to stop anytime soon. So yeah, I do want to keep on growing and evolving with, of course, my cosplays for sure. And with where I'm at right now, there's no way in hell I'm actually stopping anytime soon. And yeah, and plus, pretty much of anything, I think with, of course, what I've actually put together so far, I mean, sure, yeah, some people may be turned off by it. In fact, if anything, with some of my recent cosplays of course, me cross playing as female characters for sure, despite the fact that I was born male. I know a lot of people are actually saying that I'm actually a man and I shouldn't actually be dressing up as a woman for sure. Well, to that I say, for one thing, do your research on, of course, cross playing for sure, because you clearly have no idea what you're talking about for sure. And another thing I should mention is that when it comes to my cosplays in general, since I did mention of Heather of Scene-Wise Wonder Woman, who I've actually run into a good chunk of times, or should I say a couple times during my time at Syracuse Collectors Con, she actually did tell me that cosplay is definitely another form of diversity, and she's absolutely right on that. And she really does mean that when she saying it for sure, because if anything, yeah, I guess for what it is, I even established for myself that when it comes to cosplay, there's no rule book on what you can and cannot cosplay. So yeah, you're free to, of course, cosplay whoever and whatever you want for sure. So yeah, if I'm going to pretty much dress up as a male character, I'm going to do that. If I'm going to do a gender-bent version of a female character, I'm going to do that as well. And moreover, if I want to pretty much of anything cross-dress as a female character and actually pretty much put on outfits that are in the opposite gender, I'm going to do that as well. So yeah, I think that would pretty much get you the idea, of course, what I actually mean by that for sure. So yeah, and I guess moreover, on my part, do I want cosplay to keep on going for much longer? Hell yeah, hands down. So yeah, I think I knew right away that time is changing and art is changing for sure. And the same thing can be said for cosplay for sure. And with, of course, where we're at right now, it looks like it's going to stay that way for years to come. So yeah, all we could do now is, of course, keep on doing what we need to do for sure, and actually keep on growing and evolving so that way cosplay can stay where it is right now. And I know that's something I am going to keep on going with for a long time now for sure. Because yeah, there's plenty of other cosplays that I want to work on, and even other aspects when it comes to a cosplay for sure that I want to dabble into later on down the road. So yeah. And that's something I definitely want to get myself roped into for years to come for sure. So yeah. It will only be a matter of time and money, yes. But as long as, of course, I can keep on growing and evolving with, of course, my cosplays for sure, I still know hands down that this art form will not die anytime soon. Yeah, that's something that cosplay is actually has actually done since it first started out. So let's make sure that we keep it that way for sure. And yeah, I wouldn't be where I am right now if I never dabble into cosplay. And with what I'm seeing right now, I know I'm definitely gonna keep on going with that anytime soon, so. So yeah, and I guess on that thought, I think I'll definitely end this video here, so. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and by all means, what do you think of course, on my journey into a cosplay for sure, and if it's something that you want me to keep on going with anytime soon, let me know down in the comments down below. I would love to know on what you guys think, so. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say of course that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this this latest video, and yeah. It actually feels great to finally make this one for sure, and hopefully I think with what I'm currently doing right now, especially with my current state of health as we speak, I do hope to actually work some things around to keep on going with what I need to do for sure. But until then, I'm definitely going to have to think about working on my next cosplay for sure, so. So yeah, but until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyTackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyTack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.